Let me get one thing straight. This is not a reaction, this is a breakdown. Now, I woke up thinking it was like 7 or something, but it was 5:30 because my mind likes playing tricks on me. I listened to this one album that came out today, hoping it was going to be good. Kind of disappointing. I was going to look up movie times for two movies I knew were going to come out. No theater is playing those two movies near me. Kind of a disappointing start. But then this trailer finally came out. I really needed this. So, anyway, let's break down what happens. It opens up on the Iron Man helmet. It's kind of broken, just sitting by itself. Then we zoom out a little bit and we see Tony is on the Quinjet and he's recording a message with using his helmet. And he says a few things. One quote, part of the journey is the end. And what we learn is that he's been adrift for some amount of time. Apparently, he ran out of food and water 4 days ago, uh, and he expects oxygen to be gone by tomorrow. And he leaves off with the quote, "When I drift off, I'll be dreaming about you till I see you." Kind of a emotional start to this trailer. And so then the next shot is on a scarecrow that has Thanos' armor and helmet on it because, as we remember from Infinity War, he went off to a new planet to just relax. We see him walk through a field a little bit. We really only see his left arm, which sees a gauntlet that's still pretty burned up. Then we cut to the Avengers base, as seen like Ant-Man when Paul Rudd's when Scott Lang tried to break into the Avengers base, that base. And we see that Steve and Natasha have some tears. They're pretty emotional, trying to deal with what's happening. And then we see a shot of Bruce just kind of looking at, I'm assuming, a list of people that are assumed dead. One of them is Peter Parker, and then another is Scott Lang, although we know Scott Lang's not dead, and the trailer gets to that. Brief shot of Thor just sitting down, just not looking that great. And then we cut to, I'm guessing, Japan, where Matt's figure is like cleaning a sword on in the elbow area. And then we see Natasha is looking at this man, and the man takes his mask off, and it's Hot Guy, aka Clint, but now he's Ronan, and he just looks really sad looking at her in the first time in who knows how long. And then we get a couple of quotes from one from Steve, "This is the fight of our lives," and then Natasha then goes, "This is gonna work, Steve." Steve goes, "I know it is, because I don't know what I'm gonna do if it doesn't. If it doesn't." Now, in the past, I have sort of gone after Steve Rogers slash Captain America, mainly for stuff that happened in Captain America Civil War, but I do admit he is a pretty important part of the MCU, and it is kind of sad to see him this depressed and emotional. Then we get the shot of the title Avengers. The subtitle slowly forms Endgame. Couple things. One thing, I like how when I saw this in my subscription feed, it just says Marvel's Avengers trailer. It doesn't actually say Endgame in the preview, which is a smart move. Second thing, didn't the Russo brothers said this was not going to be the title? I guess they're just goddamn liars now. And then two last things before this trailer ends. Scott arrives at the base. He's talking through a camera like, "Hey, it's me, Scott Lang, Ant-Man from a few years ago." And Steve and Natasha are like, "Is this from a few years ago?" No, this is actually, he's outside right now. Like, they're surprised he's alive. And so that obviously sets up how he joins what's left of the Avengers to try and help. And then as the trailer ends, it says April. The fuck? Last time I checked, this was going to come out in May with a early release in the UK in April, admittedly, but still in May. So they're moving the movie up again. That's great, but can we get a more specific date instead of April? Anyway, that's the breakdown of the trailer. It's actually really standard stuff. It doesn't really reveal much at all, but it does show the Avengers really bummed out and just like trying to find a way to gather themselves together, try to figure out something. Oh, one thing I almost forgot. In between the shot of showing Bruce and Thor and Ronan, we get a little shot of Nebula on a spaceship. I'm assuming it's a different ship because it shows that Tony was alone on the Quinjet, but maybe this is when Nebula somehow stumbles upon the Quinjet after Tony records that message. I don't know what's going on there, but it's also gets my interest. So that's the breakdown of Avengers Endgame. Apparently coming out in April now. The trailer itself is, like I said, standard, but it's enough to get us excited. I can't wait for this. That's all I have to say right now. See you next time.